Have you ever felt like you and a colleague are speaking two different languages, even though you're both using English? Well, the truth is, how we communicate can make or break collaboration. In this short video, I'm going to walk you through 4 core communication styles. These styles include driver, amiable, expressive, and analytical approaches. Understanding these styles doesn't just improve the conversations that we're having with one another, but it allows us to build better collaboration and communication across our teams. Let's start by exploring the communication style of the driver. Now, the driver are very much result orientated. They can be perceived as direct and quite decisive. Ultimately, they want the bottom line and value efficiency. Think, what's the goal and how do we get there fast? Connect with the driver, be clear, be concise, and also be confident in your communication. Then we have the amiable communication style. Now, the amiable individual is very much relationship focused. They're supportive, and on top of this, they're great listeners. They care about team harmony and trust. When working with an amiable preference, please try not to rush these individuals. Look to build rapport and show empathy where applicable. And finally, also involve them in the decision-making process. Next, we have the communication style of expressive. Now, the expressive individual is very creative. You'll notice that they're quite outgoing and they have a lot of high energy. They love to brainstorm and are motivated by recognition and big picture thinking. If you are working with an expressive individual, be enthusiastic yourself. Also, look to engage their ideas and let them talk it out. Finally, that brings me on to the analytical communication style. Now, the analytical individual is detail orientated. They love structure and they like the meat on the bone, giving that extra context and detail. They also value accuracy and logic. If you want to win the analytical individual over, please do come prepared with your facts, do your research, collate any data that might be applicable to the conversation that you're having, and on top of that, please do look to plan ahead. The analytical individual will need time to process the information that is being shared with them in the conversations that you're having. So please don't rush for an instant decision. Allow applicable time for all information to be considered, and I can guarantee that the analytical individual will come back with some decisions and of course facts from their side. So why does all of this matter in the first place? Here's the key, everyone. We all have a dominant style of our own, and that's the first step. It's really about increasing our own self-awareness. But by understanding our own preference, we can also understand the impact it may have on others, but also allow us to identify where we can slightly adjust this to make sure that we're effectively, concisely, and clearly communicating with other individuals. Think conflict. Now, conflict is generally perceived to happen when people disagree. But in actual fact, most conflict is due to misunderstanding how someone else prefers to communicate. Now, great leaders and teammates flex their style, which means recognizing our own preferences, I was saying previously. And by understanding this, we can then adapt to meet the needs of others where we can. So ask yourself, what is your dominant communication style? And who on your team might you need to communicate differently with? When we are true and tune into others' preferences, we create conversations that actually connect us with one another. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you're looking for more tips just like this, then please give us a follow, and on top of that, keep your eyes peeled for future updates, hints and tips around leadership and team development insights.